Well, as Friar fanatics like me know, Providence College basketball certainly has a rich and storied history that goes back almost an entire century. Now, fans like me know there have also been many ups and downs, but truly very few dull moments. Now, a new book, look at this, Road to Glory, the Providence College basketball story, chronicles that great, rich tradition and so much more. And joining us right here this morning is the man who put it all together, Richard Koren. Good morning.
Good morning, Brendan.
It's a great pleasure to have you here. I wore my black and white today. I'm very excited for the new season. It all kicks off tonight, tip-off, right?
Tip-off tonight against Central Connecticut, 7 o'clock.
I love it. Well, we will get to your predictions momentarily.
Okay.
But first of all here, looking back, Richard, 98 years of history. It's so impressive, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, you know, the title's kind of aspirational because it's a road to glory. There's been a, you know, I think the program is set up right now. They've had periods of glory, but I think it's set up now for future glory.
Absolutely, and it's so appropriate. And as I alluded to the many ups and downs, I remember as a kid when the Friars won the '94 Big East Tournament Championship and then the '97 Elite Eight run. I mean, all of this was taking place during my most impressionable year. So I have so many fond memories, which is why this is such a great account. Because as you were saying, you know, I told you I was jumping through looking back on my favorite seasons, reading the accounts. So you said some people read it cover to cover, some jump right to their favorite years. There's something in here for all Friar fans, isn't there?
There really is. I mean, a lot of people remember the seasons from their childhood. They want to relive those seasons. So they'll go back and read about them, or certain players or coaches, and it's all in there right from 1926 through Kim English's first year last year.
Tremendous. And when you're putting something like this together, Richard, I mean, it sounds daunting because where do you begin? It's a labor of love, isn't it?
It really is, and one of the advantages that I had is I sort of put 35 years of research into the book before I even started writing it. So I had all that information at my fingertips.
Which we love, and you interviewed so many past former Friars, players, coaches. Really, talk about some of the names because our viewers are going to remember these individuals.
Well, a lot of the people who I interviewed are no longer with us. People like Joe Mullaney and Dave Gavitt and Jimmy Hadnot and Jimmy Walker. John Thompson I interviewed. So these are all interviews I'd done through the years and kept transcripts of that I used towards the book.
You know what's incredible is names like John Thompson or Lenny Wilkens, these individuals went on to great success within basketball, but they never forgot their Friar roots, did they?
They really didn't. You know, Lenny Wilkens was the first uniform number that was raised to the rafters at the AMP, and he came back for that, and he still does, you know, remember his time fondly at Providence.
It's really incredible. Now, let's talk about your role, because for over 30 years now, you've had a role during Friars games at the arena, haven't you?
I have. I've been at the scores table for about 35 years. The official scorekeeper, I do the score book for the last 13 or 14 years. Best seat in the house.
I love it. And you've had the front row seat to so many memorable moments. Do any stick out here? I mean, there's so many.
There's so many. I mean, my fandom goes back actually to '72, which was the Ernie D. Marvin Barnes Final Four year. And as a kid, that cemented my lifelong fandom.
I want to sit with you for one game. I smell a segment right here, and you can teach me how it's all done.
I'd love to show you.
I can count to 10.
You need to count higher than that, Brendan.
Well, we'll have to work on that. But really, I love the Friars so much. And of course, the season kicks off tonight. And Kim English, whom I think is just terrific. He had a great first year. The sky really is the limit for the program under him.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this year. I think there's been a lot of preseason injuries that have kept the players from practicing together. But I think it's a deep and talented roster, and they should have a great season. Which
I love, and we have to be optimistic, and we've seen so many ups and downs, as you alluded to, but I just think he is a remarkable coach, a remarkable leader, and I think that the sky really is the limit for the program. And I wanted to mention this to you. When I opened up the book, there's a great line. I believe it's from Dave Gavitt. We aren't North Carolina. We play North Carolina.
Exactly.
Speak about that line, if you could.
Dave Gavitt, what he meant by that was, you know, Providence is a small school, right? They're like David against Goliath on the national scene. So they're not North Carolina or Kentucky or Duke, but they compete against those teams, and they do very well in regards to that.
They really do, and the program has grown by leaps and bounds. I'll never forget, I taped the game on VHS, Richard, the '97 NCAA tournament, the Duke victory against Duke. I still got the tape because I never forgot that, and that point, I think, just speaks to the passion and the loyalty and the fervent fandom that exists for this team. And I think you've done a great job here, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. We should tell viewers how to get the book.
Tell them.
So the book is available on bookbaby.com, one word, bookbaby.com. When you go to the website, go to the bookshop, and then search for Road to Glory. It'll be there.
Perfect. And a little later in today's show, will you stick around?
I'll stick around.
Richard and I are going to battle in some Friar basketball trivia. I don't know how this is going to go. It should be fun, though.
Should be fun.
All right, so stick around, and if you would like to learn even more all about Richard's book, we have links to the site at roadshow.com. Welcome back, everybody. Well, as you saw earlier in the show, Richard Koren has a brand new book out chronicling Providence College basketball history. And since he is such an expert, and since I'm such a massive Friar fanatic, we thought it would be fun if we went head-to-head in Friar basketball trivia. But who, you ask, will ask the questions? Just the right person. Audrey McClelland is here. I have to go over there.
Everybody gotta go.
You know what I've been calling this?
Go,
The
go,
Kirby
go.
Quiz meets Audrey's answers. Here we go. Richard, let's do it, buddy.
Okay, I
do
need
it.
someone to make sure they're keeping score.
Now, yes, Meg will keep score.
Meg is going to keep score.
Now, I haven't, everyone knows
He's
I'm
never on this end of it.
king of the cheaters, but I haven't seen any of these questions.
He
Yeah,
hasn't.
I'm not buying that.
See? Oh, the gloves are
We've
off.
got them hidden.
All right.
Are we ready?
What do we need to know?
We have 10 questions.
10?
10. We're going to get through as many as we can. We're going to see who rings the bell first.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
First one. You can play along at home. Who is Providence Friars' biggest rival? Richard.
University of Rhode Island.
Bingo. That is correct. Okay, it was 1 point, 1 to 0. I'm going to see how you feel when we say that
I didn't
to
know
me.
if it was going to
So
be
we will.
Big East rival.
Well,
or-
that's a tough question.
Exactly.
Because it could be UConn, right?
Okay, listen, I'm reading what I have.
Okay.
Question number 2. What is the Friars' fight song?
Here come the Saints.
Yes.
The Saints come
When the
marching
Saints
in.
come marching
Yes,
in.
yeah, I knew what he meant. He said Saints
yeah.
and marching.
Yep.
2 to
You're
0.
losing.
Okay, are we ready? Number 3. How many national championships does Providence have? Richard?
None.
So they have 0, but they did win the NIT twice at a time when the NIT was considered up there.
Okay, so the answer that I have on the thing is
Sure.
3 NCAA team national championships.
No.
No. Well, Meg, what are you
Meg!
doing? This is why
Meg!
I need to be in charge of writing the questions. But that's
But then you'd know the question.
Well, I
But
know
still
that
feel like
this-
Richard should win
this is the
because he had a
conundrum.
great answer for that
He
one.
did. He's
right?
gonna win
okay.
anyway.
Number 4. How many games has Providence won of the last 11 Ocean State rivalry games?
Ooh.
Out of the 11. Okay.
5.
No.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Oh, shut up.
Out of the last 11, I think they've won, it's either 9 or 10.
He's very close. You're close. You have one of the numbers. It's 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like he wins again that point, Brendan. I'm so sorry. It's
I'm
4
gonna
to
go
0.
home now.
Okay, right. Number 5. This is a 2-part question. Okay, how many Final Four appearances have they had? Who did that first? Okay, Richard.
2.
You are correct. Okay, number 6. What years did they make? Wait. Let me, no. What years did they make those appearances? Brendan.
1973 and 1987.
You finally get it. You
I'm back
finally
in the
do.
game, baby.
5 to 1. Okay, here's another 2-part question. Ready? Who is considered one of the greatest forwards in Providence College basketball history? Hint, he scored the most points in the school's history.
Ryan Gomes.
You are correct, Richard. Okay, ready? Now here's part 2 of that. How many points did Ryan make in his career?
2,138.
Oh my gosh, he got it right. That is correct. I feel so bad, Brendan. This is what it feels like when Will and I are doing
I
it.
think they're going to need to revoke
Okay.
my title of Friar fanatic. Look, just because I don't know the numbers doesn't mean I'm not a fan.
Well, he did 2,130.
I
That's
will
pretty
push
precise.
these bells right off this little
Okay,
table.
ready? Number 9. What is the team's all-time winning percentage? Richard?
600.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Now he's just showing
I feel
off.
bad. I'm looking at you to try to get one.
Most women do feel bad for me.
Okay.
I can attest to that.
Number 10. In 1971, 12 seniors did this to recognize the return of the men's team to the National Invitational Tournament. Brendan?
Well, I was already 20 years old in 1971. I'm going to say shave their heads. This is a wild guess.
They did not.
Okay.
Richard, any guesses?
My only guess would be they walked from Providence to New York City.
Okay, so close. So they dribbled basketballs 212 miles from Alumni Hall to Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
I
So
wasn't
I feel like
even
that's a half a point.
born in 1971. No questions
Doesn't
about
count.
the 90s.
It doesn't count.
Eric Murdoch.
Listen. Look, I'm going to do a running nose. I
that the end?
didn't make the questions. That's it. That's 10.
Well,
okay, so Richard won, I have to say.
I think for Richard, let's hear it. That is
that is
super
impressive,
impressive.
Richard.
That numbers.
That is impressive.
I did write the book.
Exactly.
I did write the book.
And I had a feeling he might run away with it, but so impressive. I mean, are you just a numbers guy? You just recall stuff?
Yeah, it's numbers to me.
Yeah.
2,138. He knew that.
I know.
And the record that he broke was Jimmy Walker, who scored 2,045.
Yep. How about the most points ever in a game? Marshawn Brooks, 56.
Nope.
54.
Nope.
52.
2.
Against Notre Dame.
But Marvin Barnes also scored 52 against Austin Peay.
Was the Marshawn Brooks against Notre Dame?
It was.
I was at the game. See.
Okay, let's give him
I
something.
scored that game.
Let's give you
I
something.
did. I got 2 points.
We're giving you something.
Thanks for playing. It's Audrey's Answers.
Woo!
Richard crushed
Thanks,
me.
Richard. Thanks,
Go
Brendan.
Friars!